This is the Bryant News Broadcast with your host, Mike Cronin, Sarah Larrabee, Dan Janis with the weather, and Brian Walsh with sports. And now, your Bryant News Broadcast.
Hello, and a happy St. Patrick's Day to you all.
Thanks for tuning in to the Bryant News Broadcast.
The severe storm that hit New England has taken a huge toll on parts of Rhode Island. The Pawtucket River flooding has caused damage to hundreds of homes, and a state of emergency has been declared for parts of the Ocean State. This means that Rhode Island could be eligible for federal reimbursements for flood-related expenses. The Pawtucket River has begun to recede, however, dangerous floodings are still a threat.
Sony Music Entertainment may have just struck the largest recording deal in history. Yes, that's right, a deal worth an estimated $250 million with none other than the late Michael Jackson. The Wall Street Journal first broke the story and reported that this deal will create 10 albums over the next 7 years and guarantees to protect Jackson's iconic legacy. The Journal also reports that this contract covers any unreleased recordings, DVDs, and possibly other projects, such as video games. Even after Jackson's death last June, he remains a historic figure to the entire world, and we can only wait and see what is in store next.
Well, it's amazing, but at the same time, it almost seems fitting that someone who has changed music so much as Michael Jackson did for something like this to happen.
I think it's going to be good for all his fans. Because there were songs that we thought we would never get to hear, and now we will.
Absolutely, yeah. So something to look forward to if you're a fan of his music.
All right, now here's Dan Janis with a look at our weather.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, I only have good news to report to you today. As you can see, all the rain has moved out of the area, and we have some warmer days ahead of us. Now, looking into the 7-day futurecast, it's every weather person's dream. We got sunny skies as far as the eye can see, assuming you can only see Rhode Island, that is. We have highs reaching the low 60s this week with a slight chance of showers on Monday. One thing is for sure, we'll be seeing a lot more sun than we have the last few days. This Saturday, March 20th, we commemorate Spike Lee's birthday, Albert Einstein's publication of the general theory of relativity, but more importantly, the first day of spring. Finally, Punxsutawney Phil can no longer control our winter, and we can set our sights on some warmer weather. During the spring, the Earth's axis is increasing its tilt toward the sun, meaning the length of daylight increases along with turning our clocks back. I think I can now get in some late game of touch football. What do you say about Channel 68 football game? You, me, Sarah, Brian?
Well, I don't think Sarah has a chance, but that's okay. I think
really?
I think we'll still have fun.
I think she should take us on all.
Yeah,
take us all on. So.
Absolutely. Well, I'm just happy that finally winter is almost over. We just had a horrible week with the floods, but now.
Should be getting better.
Sunny
Warmer weather
skies
is on the way.
All right.
Exactly.
Good news, good news. All right, Brian, what's going on in sports?
Thank you very much, Mike, and that it is over. It is March, folks, and every sports fan knows what that means. It's March Madness. When the madness begins, the brackets were just announced Sunday, and some people are iffy with the way the brackets were stacked up. The selection committee does a good job with what they do, but every year they do make some mistakes. This year, I believe they made a few big ones. First off, Kansas is the #1 overall seed. But looking at the bracket, you would have to believe it was Duke with the #1 overall seed. Honestly, hand Coach K his pipe and a pair of slippers, because he should breeze into the Final Four. Also, I think West Virginia should have gotten a #1 seed instead of Duke. There are more complaints, but now for my Final Four. I have Kansas, Kansas State, Duke, and West Virginia. This year is truly going to be madness, folks. Guess who's back, golf fanatics? And players on the tour should be thankful as well. The King of the Jungle is back on the course. Yes, Tiger Woods today announced that he will return at the Masters. Tiger chose the Masters because, unlike the Arnold Palmer Invitational, the media will not be swamping him there. If his return is anything like the last one, we should expect drama and maybe, just maybe, even a fairy tale ending of him winning the Masters. Back to you, Mike.
Well, thanks, Brian. I think regardless of the outcome of whether Tiger Woods wins or not, it's still a huge story. Tiger Woods back in golf now.
We just hope he doesn't choke.
Yeah, no, maybe, hopefully not. But I think regardless of the controversy that's happened the past few months, once he tees off, all that controversy goes away, and it's Tiger Woods back to playing golf.
Well, that's what we hope anyway.
Yeah, we can only hope. Yep. Well, do you own a Honda? If so, you may be receiving a recall from your local dealership. Yesterday, Honda announced that it will be recalling over 300,000 Odysseys and over 50,000 Elements from the 2007 to 2008 model years in the United States. Honda said that it has received multiple complaints regarding issues with the brakes. The recalls will be sent out by the end of April. Of course, with the recent troubles that Toyota has been facing, Honda does not want to take any chances.
It's time to start the big count. The 2010 census has been distributed to all American households, and it is imperative that everyone fill them out. There are only 10 questions, and in total should only take 10 minutes to complete. The questions are very simple this year and include first name, last name, date of birth, ethnicity, how many people are living per household, and whether you rent or own your own home. After 30 days, if individuals have not yet completed or mailed back their census, then assembled and trained teams will go door to door and physically count those who did not respond. It is an exciting time as the government updates the last census from 10 years ago, and it will be interesting to see what kind of numbers the Americans can put out.
All right, Sarah, today is the big day, St. Patrick's Day, my favorite holiday of the year. You got any Irish in you?
A little bit, and green's my favorite color.
Green's your favorite color? Well,
absolutely.
Then it's the perfect holiday for you.
Absolutely, and somehow I always find those 4-leaf clovers.
Oh, you do?
I do. I have many, many, many stored away at home.
See, I can only find the 3-leaf clovers. I'm still looking for the 4. All right, well, from all of us here at Channel 68, we wish you all a very happy and safe St. Patrick's Day.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.